Hi guys, and welcome back to a new video. So as you've seen by the title, we're basically looking at what compliance teams really look for when you apply for actually an EMI, FX accounts, and in turn an offshore account for your high risk, medium risk, low risk offshore company, right? So this is very common. I deal a lot in fintech, and obviously we've set up countless accounts around the world. I've been involved with referring to the banks, referring to electronic money institutions, MSBs, which stands for money service providers. So this video aims to educate clients and viewers on how to correctly complete and understand the pre-qualification actual form, which is typically required by banks, EMIs, PSBs, offering FX and IBAN and multi-currency accounts, right? We can look at PSBs and card acquiring and card issuance in another video. It gets a little bit more complicated, completely different process, but very similar. But essentially, this is how we do help clients with banking. And if you did obviously need an offshore account or a corporate account for your actual business, then obviously we're here to help you. You can book a meeting with me down below or get in contact with a member of our team. So general information here is essentially you have to actually establish who you are, where your business operates, and what you do. So you have to really focus on this. There's a mix match a lot with a red flag. Very common red flags is between the operational address and the country of registration. Missing website or vague business activities, So you really need to clarify the difference between country of residence and country of actual registration. And if it is licensed, explain what regulated industries is gaming, EMI, crypto, finance, and attach all of those relevant documents right there. So you also will have to put in the suppliers you receive the products or services from and the types of customers which you're then sending payments to. So if it's owned by a trust, you then again need to explain that financial institutions, you need to explain to the actual FIs that it is a trust and potentially upload those certified trust deeds, if it's a layered holding structure or foundation. Presenting that clean compliance pack to them is obviously key, right? So firstly, you need to define the UBO, the importance of transparency, and ownership is completely key here. Hidden ownership structures often cause delays and massive problems, and again have massive increase in banking fees as well. And common mistakes here as well, guys, is listing corporate directors without actually disclosing the underlying individuals. So very common, but it's something that people really seem to just slip up on. People seem to fill out these forms really quick and then wonder why there's so many questions later. At the end of the day, just give all the information out to those financial institutions. If you would like to come through us, we're going to basically send you a form. And this form essentially then goes ahead and does that. And it makes things a lot easier. We can then go shopping for you, get some more quotes, get some more information for you, then revert back to you. If you fill out that form in a quick, speedy manner and just briefly put a few words on there with lack of detail, it makes our job harder and it makes the service a lot slower. We're going to come back to you with more questions. Okay, so typical focus areas is monthly turnover and transactional volume. And banks want to cross-verify both. So payment in, actual inflows and payment outflows. So, otherwise known as capital flight flows, and this is C2B, B2B, and B2C. And then explain the average ticket size and how this signals the transactional risk for the merchant profile, right? The other one is the targeted jurisdictions. So please outline the importance of listing, really just focus on the important countries that you're doing business with and what this bank is onboarding you as they're acquiring you as a customer, right? And you need to explain how much money is coming in, how much money is going out, what countries it's going to for what services. Again, so having those detailed counterparties, some basic service level agreements, some invoice examples. Again, if it's a new business, it's a little bit hard to actually set up the actual account. It's still very possible for our team, no problem. We're actually connected with over 70 different financial institutions across the globe, and many of our clients want more than one account anyways, right? So you have to explain the purpose of this. Essentially, they're onboarding you, they're acquiring you as a customer. So treat it like a business connection. If it's going to be your bank, it's a very important relationship, right? So at the end of the day, that's how it works. It's really the information on payment inflows, payment outflows, C2B, B2B, C2C, whatever it is, right? Be honest with it. And again, the average transactional sizes, the monthly volumes, and then finally, what currencies do you actually want to be using? What FX? Are you in Swiss francs, Japanese yen? What are you invoicing in? Okay, so again, if you did want to actually grab a bank account or you're struggling to get one, we can obviously help you here at Forward Point Solutions / HPT Group. But hopefully that briefly explains what is required, roughly speaking, for an actual corporate account for your company.